right, why did I choose to be a principal? Well, that's a good question. I chose to be a principal because I enjoyed working with the students in my classroom, but I also wanted to make a difference in all the students' lives. And I can't really make a difference with all the students in the school if I'm a teacher, because you're only responsible for the students that are there. So I decided, you know what, I like working with the teachers, and I was doing it already at my old school district. So I decided I'm going to go back and become a principal so I can work with the teachers to help them in whatever way that they need to help teach you guys better and give them whatever they need to help them do that. So that's why I decided to be a principal, so I could work with the adults to help them in what they need. Ooh, that is a good question. I like all the colors, because that's what makes them special.
I like all the colors.
Be able to see them. But if I would have to pick out my absolute favorite color, it would probably have to be blue.
Hey, that's
Because I like blue, but purple's starting to grow on me since that's the color of Brandsburg. Do I have any children? Yes, I have 4 of them. My oldest daughter is Kiana. She's in Mrs. Fiedler's classroom. I have Madeline, who's a little pirate. And then I have Ava. Ava is 3-year-old. Who hurt her arm, but she's feeling better now. And I have a son named Gatlin, who's 1 year old.
My brother's one. Been a principal. What do you do when during a fire drill?
Oh, very good questions. Well, I've been a principal since July 1st. This is the first job I've ever had as a principal. But I was a teacher for 12 years before this, in 4th and 5th grade. And I filled in for the principal in our old school district whenever he was gone. So that's how long I've been a principal. So I started July 1st. How long is that? How many months? A couple months.
About a year?
No, not about a year. But we'll probably say, well, July, August, September. So I've been a principal how many months?
3 years.
3.
3 months.
3 months, that's right. And what do I do when there's a fire drill? That's a good question. Well, I go out the north end by Mrs. Fiedler's classroom and Mrs. Polzine's classroom, and I have one of the walkie-talkies. You guys see the walkie-talkies out there?
Yeah.
And I listen to make sure everybody gets out safely, because the people that have walkie-talkies ask your teachers if everybody's out safely. And then they report back to me to make sure that I know that everybody's out of the building and is safe. Okay? So that's what I do during a fire drill. I make sure everybody's out on the north side first, and then I make sure that the people with the walkie-talkies call to me and let me know that everybody's out at their side too. Well, so far my favorite part of being a principal would be spending time with the teachers and the rest of the staff and the students. I've had a lot of I've had a great opportunity to come into some of the classrooms and meet you guys and do activities with the kids, and I've really enjoyed that. And your teachers, the teachers in this building and out at Nelson, I've never worked with a better group of people. So you guys should feel very blessed and should be very happy that you have such great teachers teaching you. so you can become smarter and smarter every day. That is a great question. How do I become a principal? Well, I had to go back to school because I was a teacher and you need another degree from college to be a principal. So I had to go back to school for about 2 more years, 2.5 more years, and take classes to get the degree just to become a principal. Then I had to apply for different jobs and interview. And when I interviewed here, there were 2 different interviews. So you had to interview once, and then if you did well enough, if you did good enough, then you were able to come back and interview a second time. And there were a lot of people there at that interview committee. So there were a lot of adults sitting around the table. I want to say over 12, maybe 18. 18, I think. I think there were 18. And I think Mrs. Rango was on that interview committee.
I saw her in that picture.
So she helped choose me. Yay. Okay.